The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hi, welcome to The Ring and All of Sports. My name is Leo Connors, I'm your host, and tonight I got a very special guest, super fan Dan Beaulieu.
Hey.
I got it right.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You Frenchmen guys.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I'm glad to have you. Believe me, I like having fans on too, not just wrestlers. Listen, before we get into the wrestling, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the Boston Red Sox scene. Opening day is this Thursday. The Sox are going with 3 catches this year. Blake Swilhart pretty much made them go to 3 catches because the way he's been hitting, you got to find a place for him on the team, you know. So you got Christian Vasquez, Sandy Leone, and Blake Swilhart, who will probably also play a few other positions if he can get it down pat. First baseman Mitch Moreland, Hanley Ramirez. Second base Dustin Pedroia. Eduardo Nunez will play second or third, maybe even a little first this year. Shortstop, obviously, Xander Bogaerts. And third baseman, I'm really excited to see what this kid can do in a full season, Rafael Devers.
Yeah.
Our outfield is probably the best in baseball. I don't care what anybody says, man. Andrew Benintendi, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Mookie Betts. I mean, these 3 are awesome baseball players.
Studs, yeah.
We also picked up J.D. Martinez, who can play some outfield, but basically he's going to be our DH.
And the contract's 2 years?
I think it's 2 years. Yep,
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
Our pitchers, we had Chris Sale, David Price, Rick Porcello, Drew Pomerantz, Stephen Wright, and Eduardo Rodriguez are pretty much the starters. We only have to go with 5, so one of those 6 is going to end up in the bullpen, and it's not going to be Sale, Price, or Porcello.
I like Price I do like Price.
He was really good in relief in the playoffs.
I'd like to see him.
I wouldn't mind.
That might be his niche now.
I hope he finds his niche and keeps his mouth shut and doesn't look like such an idiot. Blames everybody else but himself.
Yeah. Say off Twitter.
I mean, these people, nobody would have been complaining or writing anything bad about him if he would have pitched good.
Yeah.
The relievers, Matt Bonds, Heath Hembry, Brian Johnson, who also could be a starter, Austin Maddox, Hector Velasquez, Joe Kelly, Carson Smith, Tyler Thornburg, who was out all of last year, and who knows if he's ever going to be able to pitch again, honestly. Brandon Workman, and closer Craig Kimbrell. So what do you think? How many wins the Sox this year? 162 games. So.
That's tough. I mean, I don't want to say anything under 80.
Right.
But I don't know. I think the AL East is always pretty competitive. It's gotten
definitely
more and more over the years. I think I don't know. The Yankees look good too. So
they certainly do.
I would like to see the rivalry reignited. So
Absolutely.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we got a bat now.
Yep. Well, I'm going to say 90 to 92 wins. I really like our chances. I really do. I like this team. Like you said, the Yankees are going to be better.
Yeah.
Obviously, how can you not be when you got all these home run hitters? But home runs aren't going to win every game.
Yeah.
And the Red Sox can hit home runs. We have J.D. Martinez who hit 45 last year. But these other younger guys, they can all hit 30. There's no doubt that Devers can, Benintendi can, Betts can. You know what I mean? So, and Mitch Moreland will be good for 20 to 25 home runs. That's what he hits pretty much every year.
Yeah.
So, go Red Sox. Elizabeth, have fun at opening day. Next time, take your father. Love you. All right. So, Dan, let's get right into the little get-to-know-you intro.
Sure.
It's pretty simple.
Okay.
Dan, where'd you grow up?
Right here, Nashua, New Hampshire. Best city on the planet. So, at least in my opinion.
Nice. What year did you graduate high school, if you don't mind me asking?
2003.
2003.
Yeah.
I graduated in 1983.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, I'm quite old. Did you play sports as a kid?
Yeah. I
What'd
played
you
baseball, wrestling. Started
Yeah.
wrestling when I was in 3rd grade at the Boys and Girls Club of Nashua. Wrestled for 10 years, coached for 10 years.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so wrestling and baseball are mostly my passions. Played football at one point.
Yeah.
Did a little track,
Yep.
but mostly baseball and wrestling have always been my my two biggest passions with sports.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
tell everybody what you do now too. That other thing was it rock.
Oh, the Tough Rock.
Yeah, tell us about
Tough
that,
Rock is
seriously.
on April 14th. Basically, we raise money for Gold Star families.
Yeah.
You walked 26.2, which is the Boston Marathon, with 35 to 15 pounds on your back.
Right.
First year I did a 50-pound
Yeah,
rock, which put me out of commission
Right.
for a little bit. I was beat up pretty bad. Next year I did about 40.
Yeah.
But as I work for Southern New Hampshire University, we've raised a lot of money for it, and all the money goes to Gold Star families that have lost, their loved ones in the military and things like that. And it's a great event. I can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah,
I want to donate too. So we'll
yeah.
talk about that after.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, how old were you when you found out or saw professional wrestling for the first time?
I was probably 6 or 7 years
Yep.
old. My earliest memory was SummerSlam '91.
Nice.
I want to say my brother Tim was watching with friends. I'm trying to really remember this
Right.
because it was so long, but I think the first match I really saw or took notice to was Mr. Perfect versus Bret the Hitman Hart that year.
And that was a good
And
match.
I remember seeing it going, whoa,
Yeah.
what is this?
Yep.
And it kind of got hooked. The rest of that pay-per-view was really good. You had, Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter and his
Yep.
crew when Slaughter was like an Iraqi war
Yeah, yeah.
sympathizer.
With Sheik and Al Casey,
Which was
whatever
just-
his name was here.
Yeah, which was great. Didn't know that would be the last night to see the Ultimate Warrior for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Or until WrestleMania 8, I would say. But yeah, that's my earliest memory.
That's cool.
Found that, and then all of a sudden, I'm a young kid. I'm flipping through. I'm finding WCW on,
Oh, you
on
must have
TBS.
been psyched after that.
WCW Saturday Night became one of my favorite
Right.
shows, and yeah, 91. was
Nice.
probably the-
So, did you fall in love with it instantly, though? Because I did.
I got pretty hooked.
Yeah, nice.
Definitely had Hulk Hogan hanging up on my wall.
Yep.
I remember WCW at the time too in the early 90s. I remember.
They had great wrestlers.
Well, you know who one of the first people I liked in WCW, and you think it's a Sting? It was the Z-Man.
Tom
Tom
Zink
Zink.
just passed away not too long ago.
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, he didn't do much.
Right.
Too
He
much
was
later.
a good worker, though.
But he'd be on the Saturday morning show.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember that. I had
The Z-Man.
The Z-Man, yeah.
I think underrated. You never really hear a lot about him.
No.
I really think the guy was a good worker. You know?
I mean, his matches were good.
Absolutely.
I mean, he didn't, maybe not the personality they were looking
Right.
for, but early, 91 WCW was not the
Oh.
WCW many people remember.
Right, exactly.
You know.
I mean, they had Vader back then.
Yep.
You know, like you said, Sting, the
Sting.
Four Horsemen.
First time I saw Mick Foley,
Yep.
Cactus Jack.
Yep. They had a lot of good workers.
They did. They just didn't know
What to do.
do with them.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Exactly. All right, so how about this? Were your friends into it too? Like, obviously your brothers were.
My brothers, yeah.
But, like, what about your friends you went to school with? Did they like wrestling too?
we were ridiculous. Well, you gotta say, I
the
grew
kids
up.
at my school.
I grew up in the 90s
Right.
most of the time, and obviously 98 was the biggest boom, 99,
Yes.
2000. We made our own backyard wrestling
Nice.
crew at the time, which was wild, jumping off sheds in like 8th grade.
That's cool.
I was the franchise Dan Venus,
Nice.
which I just had a Val Venus shirt for some
Yeah.
reason at the time, and oh yeah, we loved it. No,
That's
we loved
cool.
we loved wrestling as kids.
Yeah. My friends did too. We used to at the bus stop before school. We'd go to school dirty because
yeah.
we couldn't stop wrestling, you know?
I was the first kid in 7th grade to have a DX shirt, and everybody's like, "Whoa,
Nice.
whoa!"
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. All right, so listen, how about one more thing, and then we're going to get into some fan questions, okay?
Sure.
Just real quick, we went to Cold Fury 17,
Yeah, that's
me,
good.
you, and Jesse. I just want to thank you guys for taking me along. Of
course.
I had a blast. And the girls that you were with were very nice, too.
Yep, both participating in the Tough Rock.
Yep. Yeah. Awesome time. We'll have to do it again sometime soon.
Yeah.
All right. One other thing about Chaotic. You were at Warbeard Hanson's last match in Chaotic.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about that moment? Because I would have loved to have been there, you know. The atmosphere maybe, or, you know, did he get choked up when he was doing his speech? I mean.
It was pretty awesome. I gotta say, like when I started getting into chaotic wrestling probably around 2013, and one of the first people I remember getting into. Well, one was Mark Sherman.
Yeah, he's awesome.
One was Mark Sherman. The other was a brand new bad Todd Hansen.
Yes, I remember
He was
that.
the brand new
Yep.
bad, and because I didn't really know he was Handsome Johnny before that, but I wasn't really into it before. And from day one, I was like, all right, that guy's cool.
Nice.
You know, brand new bad, and he had Sean Gorman.
Yeah, as his manager.
Was his manager at the time.
Nice.
And
Great manager.
So anyways, I started following him
Yeah.
a little bit, and then he did the that Ring of Honor prospects tournament.
Yes.
And
we made it to the finals with Raymond Rowe.
Yeah, and then they became the. So kind of he was as much as chaotic as he used to be, but he'd come from time to time. But it was like, hey, that's a New England guy.
Yeah.
That's one of our guys. So you know, that last match was awesome. You could feel it.
Who did he wrestle?
It was a match with JT Dunn, Briggs. There was another guy in the match, I'm blanking.
Yeah.
What else was that? Briggs and JT Dunn were definitely in. I'm trying to remember who the
That's
fourth
all right.
was. But the speech after was like, wow.
Did other people speak too? Or was it just Todd?
It was mainly him,
Okay.
and then he kind of hugged everybody. I remember he was upset.
They all
that
came out?
One of the Logans wasn't there.
Okay.
So I know he was like, I wish your brother was here. But you just felt this, like, this guy has worked his whole life
Absolutely.
to get there,
Yeah.
and he's going to the ship,
Yeah.
essentially,
Yeah.
which is
well,
NXT.
and you said you started watching in 2013.
Yeah.
Before that, he had so many injuries. Honestly,
Yeah,
that
I
a
think he
lesser
just
man
come
would have
back.
quit.
He just had come back
You
when I
know what I
started
mean?
watching, yeah.
Like if he didn't want it so much, didn't have the big heart that Todd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wanted it, and
Yeah.
so happy to see him make it. Chaotic has actually sent a lot of guys to the WWE.
It's,
You know?
I mean, you got Tommaso Ciampa
Exactly.
there.
You got guys still in the roster.
Yeah.
On the Kofi, Sasha.
Sasha,
You know what I
yep.
mean? It just not from Chaotic, but Cena, another Massachusetts
Yep.
boy. You
Triple
know?
H. from-
Triple H, exactly. Right
Again, the
here.
greatest city on the planet.
Nashville, New Hampshire.
You know?
Absolutely.
So,
All right, so let's get into the fan questions. We got
Sure.
about 8 of them, so we'll
Yep.
bang these out. The first 2 are from a buddy of mine named Nathan Fuller.
Sure.
He wants to know who will win at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns?
yeah, it's a sensitive subject for me.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. As he should, in a way.
Yeah.
Brock, I mean, I love Brock Lesnar as a
Me too.
performer. But it's time. It's time. A year going with the title.
Right.
Personally, I thought Braun Strowman should be in that spot.
Right.
But I hate to hate on Roman Reigns.
I don't like him.
I hate to do it though,
Yeah, I
because
know,
it's like
I
the thing.
know.
It's like the thing to do. It's
I
like
know.
let's hate on Roman. Do I want to see him close WrestleMania for the 4th time?
I don't.
Not really.
Right.
There's a lot of other people I'd love to see in that spot.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I think Roman wins. Brock makes whatever decision he plans to do, whether that's
Right.
go back to the UFC, and which he can make a ton of money doing that.
Ton of money.
So, which I'll watch a lot
Right.
of UFC.
He sells pay-per-views, man. He does.
Yep. So, yeah, Roman's gonna win. And,
All right.
It is what it is.
I hope that doesn't happen at all.
Yeah.
Because I am not a Roman Reigns fan. It's funny because when he was with the Shield,
Yeah.
I was a Roman Reigns fan.
Yeah.
But you could hide his weaknesses when they were together.
But what's his big weakness? That he can't talk?
Can't talk. I mean, he can work in the ring. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm never going to say anything about that. But his talking,
It's corny.
being forced down everybody's throats by Vince. You know what I mean?
agree.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, I think you're right. I think Roman's going to close the show for the 4th time. And he's probably still going to get booed like he has all the other times.
Yeah.
But he's worked his ass off to get there. I will say that,
No,
I don't hate him as a person.
No.
I hate him the way they're presenting him to us.
I get sick of it.
I mean, that's a better word for it.
Just as talking about closing WrestleMania,
Yeah.
I was talking with, so I have a group of friends. We do a pick'em challenge. My
Oh,
my
nice.
brother Bobby, my brother Mike, my friend Dan Fuentes, Tyler Benzone. We were talking about we were talking about a women's revolution.
Yeah.
What if Charlotte closed the show with Asuka?
That would be awesome. I really do believe it could work.
How?
I don't see why not.
I mean, they can go.
Absolutely.
You know?
You're so right. What about the Angle and Rousey against Triple H and Stephanie? I don't think they'd go on last strictly because Triple H would want You know what I mean? He wouldn't
Yeah.
want to be putting himself in that spot. But it definitely ain't going to be Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax.
No.
You know?
No.
But there are a couple of matches that could headline WrestleMania. And I think Charlotte and Asuka would be a great choice. I do.
Vince, why not?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Why not? Nathan's next question is,
Yeah.
who do you think will be Braun Strowman's partner at Mania? And we talked off
Yeah.
air, and I hope to God you're right. Tell 'em.
I want Samoa Joe
Yes, me too.
because as a fan,
Yeah.
it will break my heart if Samoa Joe is not on another WrestleMania
Right,
card.
right. Yeah.
They took so long to finally sign him,
Yep.
or sign AJ, or sign, all these TNA guys that are now
Yep.
coming to the WWE. And I just want to be able to look back and say, I watched Samoa Joe wrestle at WrestleMania.
Right.
Anybody else, I'll be disappointed. I mean, straight up.
No, I hear
I
you.
could care less about anybody else.
I hope it's Samoa Joe. I can't see who else it could be.
Well, rumor,
Yeah.
if you read dirt sheets,
Yeah, I hardly ever do, but
I'm a
That's all right.
huge wrestling
Yeah.
mark.
That's cool.
I read
I'm
the
a mark
dirt
too.
sheets. Bobby Lashley's been mentioned,
that would be pretty cool.
and that'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
I'd like to see him more debut.
What about
later, but-
EC3?
Well, I don't
he
think
coming?
I don't think he's leaving NXT. He needs time in NXT.
Yeah.
He's got I don't want to say spoilers on
Right.
the show.
That's all right.
So I'm not going to say what EC3 is doing at Takeover.
Right.
But it's not. Yeah, it won't be. I don't think it will be EC3.
Right. Well, I didn't think it really could
But
be.
that'd be
anyways.
cool. Yeah.
You know? Maybe he's going to go back to Derek Bateman. You never know. You know?
I like the EC3.
I do too.
yeah.
I actually do. And it was great to see him make it right away when WWE dropped the ball on him.
Yes.
Because he obviously can work and can talk.
Well, I mean, I followed him in TNA quite
Yeah.
a bit, and I enjoyed what he was doing.
Me too, when I did watch it.
The fans are chanting. They're chanting at him. I wear the hammer sign or
Yeah.
something. You can't wrestle. He's like, I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
And he'd give it
Oh,
right
he's
back.
definitely
to him.
witty. He's
Yeah.
very witty. I like that about him. All right, you brought your friend up, Dan Fuentes.
Dan Fuentes. Yeah.
He wants to know, in a recent interview, Jim Ross stated, excuse me, that AJ Styles is the best wrestler in the WWE. Do you agree?
Yes.
Me too.
I don't even have to blink on that.
Yeah,
I
me
thought
too.
AJ Styles was one of the greatest things I'd seen. I started watching TNA around 2004.
Yep.
It was on Fox Sports Net or something like that
Right.
on like a Friday at
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
Yep.
And I was like, who's this guy?
It's
Yeah,
incredible.
and I was like, and for so long I said, why don't they want him?
Right?
Why, And when they finally signed him, I lost my mind.
Yeah,
I was,
hey, me too.
AJ Styles is AJ Styles, and
Yep.
there's never going to be another like him.
No, I
you know,
agree
in
100%.
my opinion. So, yeah.
Because I actually saw him for the first time in 2002, the Ring of Honor shows.
Yeah.
I used to cater him and Joe and Punk and Colt Cabana and just
yeah.
a lot of great wrestlers. But I've always thought AJ should have been in the WWE a long time ago.
Probably should've-
2005, 2006, they should have signed him.
There's
And they
no-
dropped the ball for a long time.
Well, Vince McMahon has his vision, and
Yep.
at the end of the day, we're at the mercy of Vince McMahon.
Absolutely. We're going to actually talk about him in a couple
Oh,
minutes.
I'd love to talk about
How
that.
about Robert Williams? I like
Oh,
this
that's
one a lot.
that's my brother Bobby. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What is the internet's obsession with the Young Bucks? I agree.
Super
They just seem like a team looking for spots that will look cool in a GIF. Half the time, I can't tell the difference between their matches. Also, they ruined the super kick as a finishing maneuver on the.
yeah.
He said the bingo hall, but I'm going to say on the indie circuit.
Yeah, Bobby, I'll tell you straight up. Enough with the bingo hall. You're not the Miz, Yeah, Had they taken away from the super kick, that's fair.
I think they definitely
That's
have. I mean,
fair.
you're doing 50 of them. It seems like sometimes in a match when Shawn Michaels only needed one.
I'm gonna be honest. I like a super kick party,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Young Bucks.
but yeah,
They're good.
I feel with the Young Bucks. Yes, the internet is a little obsessed.
Oh yeah,
But
very much.
I also think they're a little obsessed with the Bullet Club
Yep.
as a whole, which has evolved quite a bit.
I
don't
agree.
know if you saw the match last night on. I actually got the network and I watched the Golden Lovers, Ibushi.
Oh yeah, I actually watched that at work today. Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
say that live on the air?
Oh boy.
It's all right.
No, Ibushi and Omega versus, and that match was, how long did they go? They went for like almost an hour.
Yeah, I think altogether it was like 48 minutes, 47 minutes.
I mean, people are gonna hate on the Young Bucks. That's fine. Sometimes it's a little annoying. They're forced, buy our merch, buy our merch.
Right.
Are they great performers? Yes.
I agree with that. I do think they're great performers.
I'd like to see them turn on each other.
Now that would be interesting.
I'd like to see the Bullet Club start to, which they are, the
Right,
Cody
right.
and Omega stuff, but.
What are they called now too? The Golden Lovers? That's
The Golden Lovers, no, they've been a tag team for.
Before they were.
So I watched this YouTube video
Yeah.
on Ibushi and Omega, and this goes like a decade
Right.
of stuff between them.
Right. The matches they had too.
Well, yeah, and them just being friends. Like
Yeah.
there was a match. You know, I've always known about New Japan, but obviously New Japan you can't watch all the time. But now, you know, it's grown and I'm paying attention a little bit more. But there was a match where Ibushi was facing AJ Styles, and Omega was there to make sure that AJ wins the match.
Okay.
Ibushi's going to the top rope.
Yep.
And you watch Kenny Omega get up like he's going to interfere in the match. Something in him stops, and he won't do it because it's Ibushi.
Right.
Ibushi messes up. AJ puts him in the Styles Clash, pins him. Like, they're building this for, like New Japan doesn't let things go.
Right.
They keep building towards, we're talking about a decade of a storyline. And I actually, now that I'm more into it,
Right.
I want to see this tag team. I want to see Ibushi and
They're a great
Kenny
team.
Omega together.
I watched today.
Yeah.
They're a really, really good team.
This-
and the
yeah.
Young Bucks are a good team too.
Yeah.
It's just like your brother said, the obsession, it seems.
I think people overdo it, and a lot of, as Bobby might say, indie marks.
Right.
You know, they want to jump on that. Oh, the Young Bucks are cool. We want to, you know.
Yep.
You know, which they are. I like the Young Bucks. I like watching the Elite every weekend.
Right.
Every week, I should say, on YouTube. It's a good show.
Yeah. Oh, I hear it. It is.
You know, so.
John Nagel. You know
Oh,
John?
Nagel.
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 Sorry,
Bagels
sorry,
for
John.
Nagel. Bagels
Why
for
does
Nagel.
Vince strut like he has the Big Show's foot up his butt? I know the answer to this. There actually is an answer.
Is there an
to this.
answer? I just think that he walks with some swag.
No, Vince is trying to imitate his favorite wrestler from back in the day. Excuse me, Nature Boy Buddy Rogers.
Yes,
who
I've
did a
heard-
strut just like
Heard
that.
Triple H say that. Yeah.
So pretty much, John, that's why go to YouTube and look up Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. Watch his strut. Vince has got it down pat.
And John, he's Vince McMahon. He does what he wants.
That's right. Exactly. Now I got two questions from Mike Miller. Is this mean Mike Miller from the Portland territory?
This is Mike Miller. I know Mike Miller's a good friend of mine.
All right, so it's not the one from Portland.
He did have a professional wrestling match.
Did
Mike
he?
Miller did.
Against who?
Back in high school. I don't know. They worked on this like project thing. And
Oh, wow.
Mike actually had a match.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
He wants to know, what is your all-time favorite match? I've told mine on the year, so let's just go with yours.
Wow, that's I should have thought about this a little bit more because I knew he was going to ask this. I guess it's hard to really say into one
Yeah.
match.
Throw a couple.
I could say one. As you know, you can't really say his name that much, but Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle,
Yep.
Royal Rumble 2003.
That was a great match.
And
That
the,
was a great
and the, and the
match.
crowd. I didn't go, which I thinking back on, I go, you know, that was a good Rumble because it was in Boston.
Yep.
And the fans were behind Benoit so
they
much, even in the loss.
Yep.
So that was one of them. Really hard to answer that. I mean, I am huge on Kurt Angle. So
Yep.
a lot of things that Kurt Angle has done, I'm trying to think right off the top of my head. It's really, well, you know what, another one I'll throw out, which, again, you know, fairly, about 10 years now almost, but the first Shawn Michaels Undertaker, WrestleMania 25.
That's my favorite match.
That's
mine.
Here's the thing, like, there'd been a time where those kind of matches weren't really happening.
Right.
And I watched my brother Tim, who's not a huge wrestling guy,
Okay.
and he was just like, "Whoa, what is this?
Right.
Did he just kick out of the tombstone?" You know, and that's, you know, and honestly, for me, anything
Yep.
Michaels
Incredible.
touches turns to
Right.
gold. I guess if I'm just pulling off the top of my head, and I guess another one I was thinking, anything that Mike Awesome did with Masato Tanaka
Yep.
and
Those
ECW.
matches were great too.
I mean, those were just, those guys killed each other.
Right.
They really did. Mike Awesome has to be one of the most underrated performers.
Right.
And I think I tweeted this one time at Donovan Dijak. I said, you know, you remind me of Mike Awesome. You really do.
I'll tell you
Same
right
kind
now.
of build.
Mike Awesome, I had a videotape from Florida back when he first started.
Yeah.
If you would have saw that videotape, you would have never expected him to become what he became.
Yeah.
He had 2 left feet that looked like they
Really?
were 3 feet too big even, really.
Yeah.
He had no coordination. But to see what he ended up doing, what a career he had.
That guy, you know, I honestly, I really, everything he did in ECW
Yep.
to me was gold.
Right.
Obviously, he got caught up in the Vince Russo
Yep.
2000 of WCW. No one really did anything with him.
Right.
But kudos to Paul Heyman for seeing something and being like, this guy is great, and he wrestles like a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
Yep.
You know, so
he was an incredible performer.
Yeah.
Gone too early.
yeah.
Passed away.
Well, and now that we know about concussions, some of those
Yep.
chair shots,
that were
obviously,
crazy.
You know,
Real quick, like I said, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, both of WrestleMania matches. I
Yes.
love them both. But on the internet, on the independent level,
yes.
Homicide and Steve Corino, Homicide and Trent Acid for Ring of Honor. Great matches. There was a country whipping match between the Carnage crew and Special K, Izzy and Dixie. Just some great matches. You know, Low Key's another guy who I used to love to watch.
Another guy wasted.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike Miller wants to know, well, you pretty much already answered it a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
What is your honest opinion on Reigns?
Roman?
Pretty much.
Here's my thing about, I guess my thing about Roman is I don't want him to main event WrestleMania.
Yep.
But do I like watching a Roman match here and there? Yeah, I do. I got no problem.
go.
He can't talk. You know what, though? I don't think that's on him. They give him some corny things to say once in a while.
It's just too bad that they don't let the guys just do their own promos like they used to.
Well, I'll tell
That's
you.
where guys get screwed up, too.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I think he's a lot better than what people say about him.
He's gotten much better over the last 6 months, for sure. There's no doubt about it. He has. Didn't he have a little go back and forth with Lesnar one night?
The stuff he's been doing with Lesnar, honestly, has been great.
That's what I
In
mean.
the lead
Like,
up,
he's
yeah.
really brought it up a little bit. Again, I'm not a huge fan because he's being forced down our throats.
Yeah.
If he wasn't, maybe I could become a bigger Roman Reigns fan.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, and 4 WrestleManias going to main event.
I
4
know, that's
WrestleManias.
crazy.
It's crazy to think. Yeah.
Nick McBride,
Oh, God.
can you
McBride's a
definitively prove wrestling to be real or fake? It's not fake.
Predetermined.
That's right.
Nick
Choreographed.
Nick McBride's probably trolling a little bit. We'll let it be. I do get asked that question by some
Yeah.
people. You know, it's not. Yeah, okay, guys.
It's choreographed. I like to say choreographed.
It's not even that.
You know?
You know what it
Scripted.
is. McMahon has not, for 30 years, hasn't tried to present it as,
Exactly.
you know.
Yep.
So I when I get those questions, I go, you don't get it.
Right? Just
You don't get
Get
it.
outta
That's yeah.
All right, thanks for the question, Nick. Your brother Mike. This is actually, should we do this one or that one?
It's up to
Next?
you.
Your brother Mike wants to know, what was it like at the one-day fantasy camp? I want to know this too.
Oh, man.
And what did it feel like to take a bump?
Well, it was awesome. Brian Fury, thank you for putting those on. I will be back to
does a
do
good
that
thing.
again, whether it's in August or the next one. You know, it was awesome. It was great. Taking a bump, taking that fall does definitely knock the wind out of you quite a bit, and you're falling. But some of that, you realize, wow, I'm not as athletic as I think I am. You know, at one point, you know, you got Chase Del Monte clothesline you over the top rope.
Yeah.
You got to get your hand to land and land on your feet.
Right.
There's a few things I did that I was like, wow, I can't believe I
Right.
pulled that off.
Yep.
You know, there was one spot, diving through the ropes, grab the rope, hand goes on the apron, get your feet through.
Yeah.
That was hard. Hitting the ropes.
Yeah.
You know, I've been watching wrestling for so long. I never really thought about how you sink your arm into the rope to hit it.
Right.
And yeah, it was an experience.
Do you have any
like,
bruises from that? From
Yeah,
hitting
yeah, I
the
had
ropes?
some.
Because I heard that, you know,
Yeah.
the first time you do it, they have you hitting the ropes. You'll wake up the next day and have a couple
Yeah,
bruises.
there's definitely some bruises.
Yeah.
You know, took a chop from Anthony Green.
I saw that on
you know,
video.
Yeah, which I was like, dude, he chopped somebody, and I just said, you know, I want one.
My turn.
And he, you know, and I had to tell everybody in there. I said, let me be honest, I hate to say it, but it's not the first time I've taken a chop.
You're right.
You know, I even incorporated it in my promo because you get to do a promo.
Right.
And I was just like, I got up, I did my promo because there was a guy on there. He kind of got lost in what he was talking about, and he went on for a long time. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get in there. I'll cut a quick promo.
Right.
And I got up and I said, I said 30 minutes ago, you all watched as Anthony Green chopped me in my chest. And at this point, I ripped my shirt off.
Right.
And I said, and you cheered him. Well, you know what? You people suck. You can take this job and you can stick. And they give you like a water ball and pretend that it's a mic. And I just spiked it down. Everybody's like, oh my God, he went heel.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was an awesome time. I want to do it again, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
He does do a great thing with that, Brian. Brian's one of the greatest trainers in the area.
Oh,
No
yeah.
doubt. Last fan question. Daniel Fuentes again. Why does the WWE waste their time with the celebrity section in their Hall of Fame? And then what do you think of this year's class? Why don't you answer the first part, and then we'll go into the Hall of Fame thing. Why does the WWE waste their time with the celebrity section in their Hall of Fame? Do you think it's a waste of time?
Yes.
You do.
I don't. I think there's a few people that, to me, Kid Rock, sure. Well, he's made some songs. I think there's some people that deservedly should be in there, and some it's like you don't have to do it every year. Like I think Mike Tyson, what he did was Hall of Fame worthy.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do a celebrity one.
Right.
I thought what Pete Rose did. I think Pete Rose goes above and beyond. He did 3 WrestleManias in a row. He's wearing a chicken suit.
Exactly.
So it's not. Maybe it's not a total waste of time.
Right.
But some people are. Not the biggest fan of President Trump is in there. I think some of the stuff he did was Hall of Fame worthy. If you're going to do a celebrity wing, he did host 2 WrestleManias. He did do the head shaving match.
Right.
But some, like Drew Carey got in one year, and I said, Drew Carey was in there when he went to the Royal Rumble for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So is it a waste of time? Partially.
Okay.
Partially.
That's cool. I actually look forward to the whole Hall of Fame.
I love the Hall of Fame.
Whether it's, a celebrity or a wrestler or a manager, whatever.
Yeah.
So why don't we go through real quickly about the Hall of Fame class? We got time.
Sure.
So Mark Henry,
Yes.
what do you think? Yes.
Love it.
Love it?
Love it. That guy, straight up, they didn't know what to do with him when they first signed him.
Oh, yeah, he was around for 10 years.
In 96, they really didn't know what to do with him. Then they made him, which I thought was the biggest move for his career, was join the Nation.
Yep.
Domination, and then the sexual chocolate stuff. Obviously, in the Attitude Era, everybody was like, oh, it's,
Yep.
But then, like 06, I think, he started to just be this monster. And then he started putting people in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, Mark Henry's good. He's a good professional wrestler.
And then that heel turn with Cena when he pretended to retire.
That
was probably the most impressive
Yes.
thing I seen him do, because he had everybody fooled. Everyone.
I loved it.
I thought it was great.
And when I was watching, I was like, this is weird. Like, it doesn't seem like Mark Henry's really retired.
Right?
And when he hit, anytime he beat up on John, as much as I have grown to like John Cena, anytime you beat up on John Cena,
Right.
I like it.
Nice.
So.
How about the celebrity wing, Kid Rock, who's written... No, I'm sorry, that was Snoop Dogg. Forget it.
Yeah.
What has he actually done?
He's made some songs for the company.
And brought Joe C down there. Remember Joe C
brought
with the
Joe
hockey
C.
stick and Edge and Christian?
But he also did the American Badass stuff for
The Undertaker. Yep.
Not a Hall of Famer to me. It feels forced.
Okay.
I don't really like it, to be honest.
That's a good, honest opinion.
Yeah.
The guy before your time, a little bit.
Hillbilly
Jim. Don't go messing with a country boy, country boy, country boy.
You see, yeah, he was before my time. I remember being the manager of the Godwins, and
Yep.
I didn't care for the Godwins.
Right.
So so here's me.
Yep.
I watch my phone every day, seeing
Right.
what's going to happen, and I know every Monday they're announcing the Hall of Fame, and I'm sitting there with my fingers crossed, like Bam Bam's getting in, Bam
Right.
Bam's getting in, and my phone comes up, Hillbilly Jim. I go,
They still haven't named one that has passed away. Every single one of these guys in the Hall of Fame here are alive.
Yes.
They usually do one that had passed.
Well, from what I'm hearing,
Yep.
if you read the dirt sheets or you believe the dirt sheets, Bam Bam Bigelow will get in next year when they're in New Jersey, which I'll be there. I'll be in
Nice.
attendance for that WrestleMania
Right.
without question. My second WrestleMania.
Nice.
If I get there, so.
That's cool. Yeah. He definitely deserves to go in. I'm wondering, when are you going to put in the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, former WWF
He's not
World
in?
Heavyweight Champion?
Okay.
Nope, he's not in. If I'm not mistaken, compared to the guys, in this era,
Yeah.
he's the only one of the past champions, if I'm not mistaken, that's not in the Hall of Fame. The only other one that might not be is Stan Stasiak, Meat and Sean Stasiak's father.
Was Stasiak in No Holds Barred? No, that's No, Hanson. Never
Yeah,
mind.
no, he's not in
it's
that.
Stan Hansen.
All right, how about Double J,
Love it.
Jeff Jarrett,
Love
who's done a
it.
lot for wrestling. A lot of you guys may not know this,
Don't piss me off.
but he comes from a wrestling family.
Yep.
His whole thing, his father was a great wrestler. His grandmother was a lady that took the tickets at the gate. I think he deserves it. He's done a lot. He started TNA,
Well,
NWA TNA.
I mean, at some point you have to start looking at the Hall of Fame as, does it have to be just what you did in WWE? Now, I think what Jarrett did in WWE was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I love the dome. Once he
Right.
shaved his head in '98,
Yeah.
I started to like him a little bit more. Though I'll sing Alone with My Baby Tonight
Right.
any day.
But he didn't sing it. The Road Dogg did.
But he took credit. But then he goes to WCW, gets caught in the Russo stuff.
Yep.
But starting TNA, who believed in AJ Styles before that company? Who believed in Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode?
And he started Global Force too. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
he definitely gives back to the professional wrestling world, no doubt.
I think Jeff Jarrett. I personally, I really like Jeff Jarrett. Glad he's going in.
Yep.
I was really happy about that.
Nice. How about Ivory? Do you remember Ivory?
Yeah, I remember every. Here's my issue.
Yeah.
You play the induction package.
Yeah.
What's Ivory's biggest moment in WWE?
Working for probably Rights to Censor or Women on Women's
But
title.
what's her biggest match at WrestleMania?
Oh,
Who's that against?
God.
I'm gonna say WrestleMania 17.
Trish Stratus?
Nope.
No. Who'd you wrestle?
China.
China?
And who's not in the Hall of Fame?
China's not in the Hall of Fame. It might be a while before she gets in, too.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna put Ivory in, put her in. But to me, China's beyond deserving of the Hall of Fame. spot.
Everybody knows that. There's no doubt. It's just,
I
I think they want her to be gone for a little while because of her past. I mean,
Okay, but
porno movies.
I
and
get
stuff.
it, but you're gonna put Moolah. You have Moolah in.
Yeah, but
then
she
you
went in
almost
a long
name
time ago.
name a battle royal after her, after everything that she.
Yep.
What's worse to you, abusing people, or being in a movie that's adult?
No, obviously abusing
I
people.
did-
But
yeah,
you know
yeah.
something? These people are coming out and saying it, but then there's some most of the girls that are saying it didn't have great careers. The ones that did have great careers, the Joyce Grables, I just had it on the top
But
of my
even
head.
Luna Vachon had said things before her death about it.
It could easily be true.
Yeah.
It could easily be true. But, you got a lot of people that are very credible saying that it's wrong.
It's
I don't know.
it's just not that
Yeah.
whatever happened with Fabulous Moolah is different, but
Right.
I'm just saying that I really do believe that China.
Oh, I agree. China
she-
should definitely go in.
She needs to be there.
Yep.
You know.
What about one of the greatest tag teams of all time?
Get the tables.
Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
Devon and Bubba Ray.
Couldn't be happier about
Me too.
that.
They're awesome.
I fell in love with the Dudleys in ECW. I remember Heat Wave '99 when they almost started a riot in Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, yep.
They said some things that I would not say
To
on
the
the
girl,
show.
to the lady.
Not just her, but the
No,
rest of
but
the fans.
I remember what they said to her.
And the best part about it, none of you people have the balls to say anything about it.
Yep.
Yeah, they're. I mean, it doesn't get any better than the Dudleys. In my opinion, the best tag team of all time.
I agree.
Second to Legion of Doom, in my opinion.
Yeah. Legion of Doom, Road Warriors are great, but more decorated tag team champions is the Dudley Boys.
And just look at Bubba and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
he proved. I mean, Bully Ray. He's
Great worker, and I'll tell you, I met Devon. at
Oh,
a
really?
House of Hardcore show.
Yeah.
Wicked nice guy. I mean, like really, really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Go out of your way type of nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He sees you from like, 10, 15 feet. You make eye contact. He'll come right over and say hi to you. Really classic guy. Before we go into the headliner of this Hall of Fame class, they're giving out the Warrior Award.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to Jarius J.J. Robinson.
Yeah.
The little kid. You ever see the videos
I've
of
heard
him?
I heard
He's
the
awesome.
stories. I think the Warrior Award is great.
Me too.
It's tough. It gets some criticism because of some of the things that Jim Hellwig had said in his life.
Yep.
But no, I think it's great. Great, good for good kid. It sounds like.
Yeah, he sounds like a good kid. You're right. All right. The main event of the Hall of Fame class
Ugh.
is Goldberg.
Yeah.
And if my old co-host Derek was here, he would be pissed right now because he hates Goldberg. He says Goldberg's not a wrestler.
You mean Greenberg?
Yeah, right? Exactly. Derek hated him. Hates him.
I don't hate Goldberg. I didn't really like the return.
I didn't either.
I thought the match at WrestleMania. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now we're talking. Now this is just being a wrestling mark, but you pinning, Kevin Owens in like 10 seconds. And
And
that
Lesnar, too.
kind of just.
Yeah.
Well, you know what though? I don't care if he pins Lesnar
Yeah.
in that, but Owens, that one,
Yeah?
it stung. But whatever, he came back. His son got to see him wrestle.
Yes, that's one of the main things he wanted to come back.
But let's be real. I mean, Goldberg is a Hall of Famer. I mean, I remember I was a WWF. I was always flipping back and forth in the Monday Night War.
Right.
But I'm gonna be honest. The night it was Goldberg versus Hollywood Hogan for the WCW title. Yeah, I switched to Nitro that night because I would go back, but I stayed on Nitro.
Right.
And when he won, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Did they mess it up later? Yes, but for
When
that
they tried to put him as a heel, that was the dumbest thing they ever could have did.
Well, Kevin Nash should never beat him in the first place
Right.
at Starrcade.
Oh, no doubt.
And
Breaking the streak.
That was stupid. Which I think they realize now, but
Right. Too late.
But no, Goldberg's a Hall of Famer. Not a guy.
Right.
I guess you headline that class. Headliner to me is the Dudleys.
Okay, that's a good point. Before we get into previewing WrestleMania, tell everybody a little bit about your belt that you brought.
Oh, okay. So this right here is the Poutine Fest championship belt for the 2018 winner.
And what is poutine?
Poutine is it's French fries,
Yep.
gravy, cheese curds, and kind of what else you want to throw in
Okay.
there. But my brother Tim runs an event every year with the friend, and I help out with it.
Right.
They have me almost like Mr. Poutine. I walk around with the belt. I let people take pictures with it.
Nice.
We actually took it to Rhode Island yesterday for
Yeah, I
their
seen
Poutine
that.
Fest. But yeah, so the people vote. There's judges. And
Yep.
they bring it together and they pick a winner, and
Nice.
they actually get to keep this. If you go to Bar 1 in Milford,
Yeah.
their belt they won it last year. It's sitting right behind the bar.
Nice.
So yeah, no, this is pretty cool.
Check it out, guys.
They're selling out fast. The event's on June 23rd.
And where is it?
Right outside the Fisher Cat Stadium.
Oh, okay. Right in Manchester. What's that? Exit 5, right?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's
right by I work right
Oh,
there.
okay.
So yeah, it's a great event. It just keeps growing and
right?
growing. Yeah.
Now, real quick before we get into that too is, what's the one bite challenge? I always see people doing more than one. Is that like an inside joke?
So do you follow Boston Barstool Sports at all?
A little.
So the president or whatever, he does this thing where he does one bite. Everybody knows the rule. He does pizza.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
So I said
Some of
one day, I said, oh, what if I do poutine? Just get
Yeah.
people to be surprised. I get hit up. People every time they try something, they're like, Dan, what do you think of this?
Right.
But I just do one bite. Everybody knows the rules. Now, if you ever watch his videos, he never takes just one bite.
Right.
So I'm just trolling people.
So same thing.
It's intentional.
Right.
My buddy Tiki, I play softball with, keeps telling me, he's like, you need a new thing. I said, well, eventually, but I'm just having fun with it.
That's cool. I mean, it seems like you guys are having a good time.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
All right, listen. We're gonna go and preview WrestleMania 34. We got a little over 13 minutes left. The Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Now you would imagine it's going to be guys like what, Aiden English. You know what I mean? The Miz Taraj.
Should be Rusev. I mean, I think
Goldust.
Rusev needs to win on Rusev Day.
Rusev.
Unless you
What's
get
this?
another match.
It seems to me like everybody says it's Rusev Day every day.
Every day is Rusev Day.
Okay, so it really is that. That's what people are doing.
I wish you a happy Rusev Day.
Thank you very much. I like his wife. All right, so the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yes.
And the Women's Battle Royal. I'm hoping you bring up guys from NXT and you bring up women for the Battle Royal.
Yep.
You obviously throw in the guys that are on the roster, right? Mojo Rawley, Zack Ryder's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then maybe you get 1 or 2 stars, you know? I don't see Dolph Ziggler anywhere on this WrestleMania card. So that's another.
Dolph
Excuse
Ziggler
me.
deserves one. I never realized he's never had a one-on-one match at WrestleMania.
He's incredible.
That's
too.
crazy.
Yeah, he's a great worker.
Give him. I don't think they're going to, but give him something. I'm a Ziggler guy.
Yeah.
I've always liked Ziggler. I don't know if they've ever had the direction for him, but throw him in there.
I've
heard rumors that they're gonna throw Goldberg in there.
They might.
So.
I mean, he's going to be there that weekend.
Yeah, I hope not, but
Right.
let the Revival win as a tag team.
There you go.
You know.
How about the women's? The women's battle royal.
I'd like Sasha Banks, local New England.
She don't have a match, right?
No, she might end up
She'll
with
be
Bayley.
she'll probably be in the battle royal.
Yeah, I think that turn her heel, let her do her thing.
Right.
You know.
I'd like to see that. I'd like
Yeah.
to see a turn heel.
Oh, she'd be great.
The Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie.
Yeah, I don't know. Rousey Angle is gonna win.
Right.
Do what you can with Ronda. She's limited right now.
Yes.
Get her in there with Triple H. He'll make her look good.
Oh, absolutely. And he made her look good last time.
Oh, he makes her look awesome. Yeah.
Triple H is awesome. He really is. Say it.
From the
Nashua
greatest town,
zone.
or city, I should say, on the planet, Nashua, New Hampshire.
The WWE Cruiserweight Tournament final is going to be Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali.
All right, so I went to 205 Live in
Yep.
Lowell. They fired Enzo, which he deserved, even if
Yeah.
he's not guilty,
No,
he deserved
yeah.
to be gone. Which I liked Enzo for a while. This match is gonna be great. It's probably gonna be on the pre-show. Actually, the week that Enzo was fired, they had a match on 205 Live because I started watching it every week. It's gonna be good. I'm a Mustafa Ali guy.
He's awesome. He really is.
He was a police officer.
Yeah, he can
Before
work.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, no, I think it's probably going to get on the pre-show, but I think it's going to be awesome.
Me
Can't
too.
wait.
The Raw Tag Team Championship matches: Cesaro and Sheamus versus Braun Strowman and question mark.
Give me Samoa Joe.
I hope it's Samoa Joe too.
I'll hate anybody else,
Right? Me too.
honestly.
So let's pray for Samoa Joe. The SmackDown Women's Championship will be defended as Charlotte Flair takes on the undefeated Asuka. One of my favorite women.
I love Asuka.
I love her too.
She's
beautiful.
she is.
She
And
is.
She's tough.
I like girls that can kick my ass. I do. I'm not gonna lie.
I say Asuka Charlotte headline the show. Do you know where I stand? You know what? You want to do a women's revolution? Let them headline.
I would love.
Let 'em headline.
I really would love to see that. It's just not gonna happen. Unfortunately,
maybe not.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
You know, you never know. For the Raw Women's Championship, Nia Jax or Alexa Bliss. Alexa's the champ. I don't know, man. You think Nia's gonna win?
Not yet.
You don't think? You don't think so?
Well, I also think that they haven't really addressed whether Carmella can cash in on either title.
Right.
So we really don't. That could go either way. I want to see Nia eventually get it. I don't think this is the spot.
This isn't the time.
There's actually locally, I think Friday somewhere at a comic book store in Mass, you can meet Alexa Bliss.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's coming. I came up in my feed or something.
This past Friday,
Yeah.
at the World of Wheels or whatever, you could have met AJ Styles Friday night.
Okay, well.
I got a
look
lot
forward
of
to that.
pictures of AJ Styles
Oh, yeah.
with my kids and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. In the WWE United States Championship, I got the hiccups. It's
worry
driving
about
me
it.
nuts. Randy Orton, champ, taking on Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal.
Well, I want it to be a glorious WrestleMania, but my gut says it's going to be the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
Could be.
Which I also, I like Jinder Mahal.
Me too.
I bought his shirt for like $10.
Oh, did you really? Yeah.
They were trying to get rid of him,
Right.
so I bought one. Yeah, I like him a lot. So
Very good worker. I think what they brought him back because how dedicated he was to getting himself in shape and to come back and become better.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for all the good.
There might be
good
a guy
things.
in the back.
You don't
named
like him?
Rich LaPointe,
Yeah.
who thinks he's on steroids, which I totally disagree with.
He's
You
gotta-
can get cut.
I
if you-
understand.
on
No,
certain-
I
yeah.
understand you can too, but man, is he cut?
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
The triple threat intercontinental championship match between the champion, The Miz, versus Seth Rollins and versus Finn Balor.
I think it's going to be awesome. I think The Miz should. Honestly, me and my brother Mike is the biggest Miz mark
Really?
ever. Yeah,
Right?
Miz can do no wrong in his eyes.
Wow.
We've all really liked The Miz a lot. I mean, Seth Rollins is one of my favorites ever. I want The Miz to go over. I think The Miz is. I think when he says he gets no respect, he's right.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely is right. He is right on
He's the
that.
best heel they've had in a decade, in my opinion.
Now, the last two matches, we got AJ Styles defending the WWE World Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura, the winner of the 2018 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I love AJ, but I'd like to see Nakamura. At some point, Nakamura is going back to Japan. I mean, I think that's definite. He's not retiring there. I'd like to see him get the WWE title one time.
I'd like to see him win it too, but I'm a huge AJ fan. I really am.
You know what?
I'd like to see AJ hang on to it for a little longer.
AJ will get it back. He will. I mean, AJ's what, 40, 41?
Yeah,
He's probably
right
got
around there.
4 or 5 more years. I think
awesome.
Nakamura's around the same age.
Yeah. Nakamura will eventually go back to, like you said, Japan, but I could see him sticking it out for about 5 years. I really do.
Really?
Yeah, because he's wanted to come. He's wanted to come here. He's wanted to be an American wrestling star.
5 years at his age? Me? Yeah.
He could do it.
Yeah.
And then supposedly the main event, which we're not sure exactly if it is, but most likely is, the WWE Universal Championship. Champion Brock Lesnar defending the title against Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it's going to be Roman. And I'm okay. I'm actually okay with it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Brock Lesnar, he doesn't have a contract, to my understanding. Though, in wrestling, you never really know, do you? Until you know. You can listen to Dave Meltzer all you want. You're only going to know so much. Which I love Uncle Dave.
Right.
But, yeah, Roman's winning. Roman's winning.
I like Brock. For some reason, I think Brock's going to go over, but probably not. Get a little under 5 minutes. Let's talk a little NXT.
Yeah, I'd love to.
You know, right now, when they saw this match being posted between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali, I actually thought it was going to be Roderick Strong in the Mustafa Ali spot. I really did. You know,
With Triple H booking the show, I thought
Right.
maybe the NXT guys, but I think they picked their two right guys.
what about who do you think's? You know, the night after WrestleMania, they always
Someone
do
debuts,
call-ups.
yeah.
Who do you like to come up? Seriously.
Who do I want to come up, or
Yeah.
who do I think's going to come
Yeah,
up?
both.
I think the Authors of Pain are coming.
Yeah,
I think that's only a matter of time.
yeah.
Trying to think who else there. I like Almas.
Yeah, he's good.
I don't know if he's ready. And Vega together.
I've heard that he's coming up.
They're
I
good.
did.
They're good. I mean, if you
Johnny Gargano.
put Gargano, yeah. I mean, he doesn't have a
You know?
contract technically with NXT.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, I think Adam Cole is going to stay where he's going to stay.
Right.
But I think he could go to the main roster, and I don't know if he really needs to be where at NXT. To be
Right.
honest.
I wouldn't be surprised if all three of that little faction ended up in the Battle Royal.
I'd like that.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Well, I think
Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish is hurt, to my
Is he?
understanding.
Yeah. He's awesome.
They're great, yeah. You're not going to bring up, I don't think Aleister Black's coming up anytime soon.
I think they want to give him the belt first. That's what I think they're waiting to do. You know
I'll tell you who's going to be great.
Who's that?
Velveteen Dream.
Oh, he's awesome.
Velveteen
He's
Dream.
awesome.
He's what, 22-year-old kid?
Something like right around there.
Yeah.
He's been wrestling for a long time. he's done some matches with fellow NXT signee Leo Rush.
Okay.
I definitely see big things coming for him down the line.
Yeah.
He's actually pulled off this feminine character,
Yeah.
and he's killed it. He has.
No, it's great. It's
You
great.
know?
People compare it to Gold Dust, and I'm like,
No,
no,
it's
it's not the same.
totally different
And,
guys.
and who cares? We're living in a time where that's fine. I think Velveteen Dream's awesome.
I do too.
I thought it was hilarious the last takeover. I'm gonna knock out Cassius Ohno in what do you say, 10 seconds to punches. You think he's gonna get it, and he doesn't. Yeah, he's great. The kid is great. As long as everything's done right, he'll be all right. But,
Nice. Speaking of Cassius Ohno, have you ever got to see Chris Hero live wrestling?
I haven't seen Hero. I mean, more when I started getting into independence. I don't think he was really. He was
probably signed to
with
NXT
NXT.
already.
Yeah.
He's an incredible work. I told you before, I got to take you to some of these other shows that I know about.
Yeah.
Beyond Wrestling, Lucky Pro. Have you ever gone to Lucky Pro?
I haven't been lucky yet.
Got to go check those guys out too. UFO with Pat Dillon. That's another great company.
See, I've mainly been to Chaotic. I used to go to New England Championship Wrestling quite a bit. Millennium Wrestling Federation when they existed. I don't know if it's still
I was
around.
there a lot for those.
But as I probably told you before, Chaotic is what I love Chaotic Wrestling. Unbelievable.
Chaotic's one of the greatest companies out there. New England Championship Wrestling's great. Slick Wagner Brown is promoting shows.
Oh,
from
really?
Test to Strength. You got the
Slick?
House of Bricks down in Fall River in New Bedford, along with Top Rope.
Yep.
You got the XWA over in Rhode Island, who runs every Thursday night, $5.
Yeah, Thursday night shows. Wow.
And they bring in people
Can we get
from,
that? Can we get that around here?
Hey, you never know. But they bring in guys from New York, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I definitely think wrestling is in good shape right now.
Yeah.
Why don't you show us your shirt?
I just want to
Guys,
show
look at
this
mine.
off.
House of Hardcore, baby.
I got the retro AG shirt.
Nice.
Anthony Green, the retro. How funny was that?
That was awesome.
The retrosexual.
He can wrestle.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of Anthony Green.
Anthony Green, you got a fan, 2 fans right here. Keep doing what
Absolutely,
you're doing.
dude. Cam Zagami, too, is
Zagami.
another one.
He's in the finals of the Chikara.
Yes, in the Chikara Young Cups, Young Lions Cup.
Yeah.
You got Christian Casanova.
Casanova's awesome.
You got a lot of kids at the training facility. You got D.L. Hurst. You got Brett Domino. These kids that are going to keep getting better and better and better.
Oh, yeah. New England's independent wrestling scene is bright.
Absolutely. Guys, that's it. Dan, thanks
thank
so
you
much
for
for
having
coming
me.
on. My pleasure. Guys, peace.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.